Yes.
On behalf of ETIC platform, I welcome all the guests once again. Thank you for taking
Okay.
time out and joining us in the debate for tonight. The topic is: should alcohol be banned? So, just a little bit of introduction of the topic. Every time we hear about an accident on the roads under the influence of alcohol, we always question ourselves: is there any utility to this particular drink, uh, which is causing so much of harm to humanity? So many of crimes, so many of murders, and so many of rapes takes place under the influence of this intoxicating drink. But somehow we have never reached to any particular conclusion. Should this be continued or should this be banned? So, the platform is open to all of you to express your opinions in a free way as to how should we tackle. Do you consider alcohol to be a problem, or it's simply a means of entertainment for humankind? So, starting from our very important guest, that is Mr. Thane from Zimbabwe. Thane, over to you, brother.
Okay. So taking over the non-affirmative side, right? We can see that since alcohol has been used, in various areas, like alcohol is not only consumed by humans only. We can see that alcohol has also been used, in products like sanitizers and other food products as well. So banning alcohol as a large is sort of like removing the mother from the children, something like that. And also, alcohol should not be blamed for the incidents which happened, like the accident which you mentioned earlier. Uh, if there's an accident on the road, are we supposed to blame the road or are we supposed to blame the car? So we are assuming that since alcohol is being blamed, they're supposed to blame the people, not the product itself. I think that's all from me.
Right. So you are saying that there are other factors like the road quality of road itself and the proficiency of the driver. It is not alcohol. It is not to be banned. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Thane, for sharing your opinion. We have one
Okay.
more guest with us, Vishwas. Welcome to Heated. Are you able to hear me, Vishwas?
Yes, yes, Sayed, I can hear you.
Okay. Vishwas, you are our next guest for the speaker. I hope you heard Thane speaking.
Yeah, not very much. Just came
Okay,
into this.
you have just came. So let me introduce the topic for you once again. The topic for tonight is: should alcohol be banned? As you know, this has always been a very hot topic for a debate about banning of the alcohol. So we would like to hear your opinion. What is your say on that topic?
I think alcohol should be banned because it has no benefit whatsoever. It is just a way to make enjoy. People think that it's enjoyment. They go to a party, they get high, they get a foggy mind, or they get some, I would say, public confidence or social confidence, and they can easily talk without any inhibitions. Their mental inhibitions get get out of the way for some time when they are drinking alcohol. But after that, it has a very damaging effects on the liver and also the body, which even a very healthy person takes time to recover and also take many resources of their body to recover from the after effects of the alcohol. So I think it is really important for us to inhibit, reduce it, or either we can ban it, because there is no in whatever countries where alcohol is banned, there's no always good things about it. Nothing is bad about it. So if we can see that particular thing has no benefit actually, then it's like a poison, slow poison, we could say, or maybe it's making us feel happy for little time, and that is also like not real happiness. That is a kind of momentary pleasure. So we can ban it. Also, like many many families, because of alcohol, there are a lot of problems arising. People are getting addicted to it because we are living in a stress driven society. So people are finding alcohol as a coping mechanism, which is not at all right. And this is also making them more addicted. And nowadays, children are also getting more and more addicted to it due to all the academic stress and all. Also, I would say we have to like ban it so that our society can prosper well. And even we have seen in Bihar, like when they decided to ban alcohol, most of the women made the like longest chain ever. Women are very like uh, very like in problem because of this, because of their husband are not doing work because of the alcoholic problem, and that is really common in our society. So that can also be resolved if we ban it completely. So I think we should ban it.
Vishwas, as you might not have heard, he pointed out one particular point that
Yeah.
alcohol has got many uses. So, alcohol production of alcohol should not be banned, and he also said that it is like banning of alcohol is removing child from the mother, something like that. He said. Uh, so you would like to ban the consumption of alcohol, or you would like to ban the production of alcohol?
For medical purpose, I want, but otherwise for like consumption, I would definitely ban it.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion, Vishwas. That was really educational for all of us. So we have one more guest with us, Sapna. Sapna, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Welcome, Sapna, for the debate. Are you here for the first time?
No, I have joined your previous debates also, but yeah, it's after so long I'm joining.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, welcome once again, Sapna. Welcome to the heated debate. I hope you are aware of the topic. The topic is, should alcohol be banned? Till now, Thane and Vishwas have expressed their opinion. Thane believes that alcohol should not be banned because it has many benefits, whereas Vishwas has expressed that alcohol has got no practical uses other than being used in industry or medical purpose, and social consumption or its consumption for entertainment and in social gathering is bringing no benefit but only harms. So, we would like to hear your opinion on the subject. Over to you, Sapna.
Okay. So like I'm from political science background, so I'll say something related to our constitution, like what are the provision in our constitution which talks about
Pardon me for disturbing me, Sapna. Pardon me for disturbing you. Uh, just please start with a little bit of introduction about yourself so that others can also know more about you. So, over to you again.
Okay. So myself Sapna, and I am from Chandigarh, and I am pursuing MA in political science.
Okay, great. Go on.
Yeah. So I said that I am from political science background. So I would like to relate this thing with the our constitution and states who have tried to ban alcohol. So like in our constitution, we have directive principles of state policy. You might be aware about this thing. Like we have fundamental rights and we have directive principles. So in directive principle, there is this provision that all the alcohol should be banned. All those things which are injurious to health, their consumption should be banned. But till now, we have different states. Like we have 4 or 5 states which have banned alcohol completely. We have Bihar, we have Nagaland, Mizoram, and all. So, like, I don't know whether it should be banned or not, but it is not possible because it is a great source of revenue for government. Yeah, it is injurious to health. So if I say, like, according to my opinion, it should be banned, except for, as you said, Ki Vishwas has told Ki it should be allowed for medical purpose, for medicines. So yes, I support this view. Otherwise, there should be, proper regulation should be there, like for consumption and production of alcohol. Yeah.
Regulations like what?
Like there should be proper age limit.
The age limit is already there. 18 plus only can drink. 18 plus only can drive and do
But
accidents on the road.
it is in paper only, na. If you see the implementation of these things, so ground reality is different.
Okay, so you are saying that you are against consumption of alcohol by minors only. If adults drink it, you see that should not be any problem. Is that what you are saying?
No, like for adult also, there should be some mechanism, like because overconsumption is bad for society, for family, for that person also who's drinking.
Like, if somebody purchases an alcohol bottle, and then how are you going to do the regulation that you should consume only this much?
Yeah, that's the problem now. We don't have any mechanism to, to watch all these things, how much the person is going to drink or these kind of things.
Then don't you think it would be more practical to pass on a sweeping statement like just ban the consumption of alcohol, ban all the shops which sell alcohol, make it illegal? That will be easier.
Yeah, I am in favor. Yeah, I said this thing ki, yes, it should be completely banned. But if you see, like in India, we have alcoholism state.
Let's do it this way. Do you think that some people should be allowed to drink alcohol?
Some people should be allowed to what?
Drink alcohol. Some people can be given permission to drink alcohol when they want.
Yeah, like again I'm saying this thing, like this much alcohol should be allowed so that you don't lose control on yourself.
And that will be impractical to apply.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us, Sapna. We will move on to next guest, that is Tushar. Tushar, over to you, brother. You have heard all our guests speaking. We would love to hear your opinion on the subject.
Well, I totally don't think that alcohol should be banned because in India, especially India is a weak, economical weaker section, and I think if India bans alcohol from every state, I think it will be economically harm our country as well, and India doesn't acquire that type of economy. He's earning quite earning now, and it has if alcohol gets banned, well well people will face less accidents on road as well, but in the current scenario, I don't think the alcohol should be banned. It will be harmful for our economic welfare, and the people who are working on those factories, on those factories or alcohol factories, for example, Bacardi and different companies. Their employees will have problems facing and earning issues. And I don't think personally if alcohol gets banned, then people will not get cons- will not get consumed by alcohol has some good effects also. It helps helps that helps forgetting things. Well, some well, yes, I think alcohol shouldn't be banned. That's all. Well, some many points were covered by Sapna and Vishwas, so I don't have much points for that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tushar, for sharing your opinion with us. That was really some one more dimension to the debate. Okay, Thane, we are coming back to you, brother, and you expressed your opinion on the subject. Now, I'm coming back to you for a second round. Uh,
Okay.
please tell us: do you think that are there some benefits or some harms which can be caused from alcohol? We would like to know your opinion on two perspectives. One is your personal opinion, and what is the general opinion of uh, Zimbabwe, your country as a whole? What is the general consensus of the general population about the topic? Is the general population
Okay.
in favor of alcohol or are they against it?
Okay. From my, country, Zimbabwe, people seem to deem like alcohol as a very bad substance. Of course, it is because it. Mr. Vishwash actually mentioned, the point of addiction, right? So we can see that people, yeah, they're actually getting addicted. Even in my country, in Zimbabwe, that's a major issue about alcohol. But we have come to the conclusion that, okay, every product which has been made for human consumption can actually deem to be addictive. Be it a drink, and someone can actually be addicted to wine. Someone actually be addicted to a loaf of bread, just depending on how frequently a person takes it. And also, Mr. Vishwash also said that we should reduce the consumption of this beer. Yeah, I think this was actually made mandatory in my country that excessive use of alcohol is going to be actually deemed as illegal, and yeah, it has actually been improving the lives of people since road accidents were reduced in some way. But we also saw that uh, they reached a point where they actually wanted to ban alcohol, like the consumption for humans completely. But then we also saw that through this act, various sources like black markets, illegal activities began to arise. Because if I'm not getting the alcohol from a shop, I'm going to get it through a black market from my friend who travels overseas, who travels to other countries. So either way, alcohol was just going to be consumed. And also employment. Alcohol seems to be creating employment in my country very much because we have, those alcohol industries where they manufacture these beers for people and stuff. And also, since employment, yeah, it's a very big source of employment because in my country, employment is an issue. Most people are unemployed. To be precise, 73% are unemployed. So this is actually an industry. If it's terminated, we are also terminating the backgrounds of people. And also, and also alcohol has many other uses like thermometers. They use alcohol as well, and also sanitizers. They also use alcohol as well. So banning alcohol, I think Sapna actually mentioned that we should ban it completely. I beg to differ because if we ban alcohol completely, it's actually a point of information because if we remove it, we are removing, like I said before, the mother hen from the end because it's not only consumed in human areas but other areas as well, other industries in the food sector, other industries which are not even for human consumption as well. So banning it might be a problem. Back to you, Sid.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Just a few
Okay.
questions, if I may ask to you. You
Okay.
said that people can be addicted to anything, even a loaf of bread. Do you know
Yes.
anyone who has been addicted to bread?
Okay, that was actually like sort of like satire or symbolic. But what I was
Okay.
trying to say is that I have a friend who was addicted to anything which is associated with what you call this flour, something like that. And to the extent that he could not consume anything else besides bread, bans, something like that. So it's because of the frequent, action he was taking towards this food stuff. And also myself, I was also addicted to any beverage like soft drinks, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Miranda. Those kind of beverages are actually addicted because of the excessive consumption I was taking them. So I just came to the conclusion that alcohol should not actually be blamed here because anything can be addictive. I think anyone can relate to this. Anything can be addictive, just depending upon how frequent the person consumes it.
Okay, actually, Thane, you actually I appreciate that you went a little bit in depth of the concept of addiction, but concept of addiction goes actually a little bit deeper than that. There's an entire chemistry of addiction. There are when a person gets addicted and when he is deprived of that particular substance, then the cravings are so much that the person falls sick of it. But whereas
Okay.
if a person is fond of, no, he has a liking for some particular kind of a bread or some particular kind of a soft drink, then if he is deprived of that, if he does not get it, then he does not fall sick. He does not get those cravings so much that he has to be admitted to the hospital. Moreover, a bread or a soft drink does not make someone intoxicated. So these are the points which maybe you can cover next time if the third round is continued. Okay, Vishwas, over to you. You have heard the points of Thane. Would you like to respond to them?
Yeah, like James said, it's creating employment. So if something is like dangerous to you and it's creating employment, it's also harming others. So those employments are not very much, but if we remove it, the employments will be even bigger. The development will be faster. People will get more like focused on the productivity issues. And if something is like creating employment, doesn't mean that we should like start it. Like there are also higher level drugs, cocaine and MDMA and methamphetamine. So all these things we cannot like start selling them and telling that it's creating employment because they are harmful, they are injurious to our health, and it is like if we go to the loaf of bread, we are in need of that, our body needs it. But regarding to alcohol, if somebody is not taking alcohol throughout whole their life, they are getting a much better life compared to the one who is like having alcohol throughout their life, because at some times of stress they ultimately get addicted to it. Statistically, they're like most of the people get addicted to it. And if you will compare like the data of the people and long-term sample and studies also shows that alcohol is really dangerous to you. And if something is like so dangerous, and also Sapna told that it is like giving tax to the government. So that is also like tax. Tax could come from some other means as well. Because if people are not falling around and just having alcohol and wasting their money on alcohol, they would really do something productive with their own money, and they can really get much more tax and much more benefit as a society to the government as well, and the wise decision making will also come. Also, about the driving thing, that driving accidents and road accidents will be decreased due to alcohol. That was James said. I don't know how he said it, but it's like completely opposite, because if we see the accidents due to alcohol, it's actually like it's a big cause of accidents and cause of deaths in our society. So I don't know about that point, that how we got it, but I don't agree with that as well. So thank you. That was my perspective.
All right, Vishwas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for adding some more good points. Okay, Sapna, over to you. You have heard both sides of the debate. You have heard Thane speaking, you have heard Vishwas speaking. I hope you have made up your mind, chosen one of the sides. So, over to you. Please express your opinion in a more precise way, hopefully.
Uh, Look, I have few questions in my mind. I don't like I can ask later also. But yeah, I can
The
say it
forum is
shouldn't
open
be
to you. Sipna, it's a friendly discussion. The forum is open to you. You can ask anyone. You can take a rebuttal of anyone. The forum is all open. We can have open dialogue. It's no problem.
okay. So yeah, I have made my stand clear that it shouldn't be banned completely.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, it shouldn't be banned completely. Partial ban should be there. Like as I said, certain regulations should be there. Okay, so like we have we are living in a country, like in a democratic country, and there is also this debate. Like we have freedom, we have freedom of choices, we have our liberty. Okay, so if we say that it should be banned completely, so don't you think you are trying to restrict or you are trying to limit the liberty of the other person?
This question is posed to who? I think Vishwas. Vishwas, would you like to answer this?
Anyone can answer. Like it's not. I'm not.
She is saying that banning alcohol is an excess against the human liberty.
I don't agree with that at all because
Okay.
if something is creating chaos and disorder in the society, then it is really important to like ban it. If it is restricting us, if some bad habit of ours is like having problems in our family, your wife is facing problems due to it, your family is facing problems due to it, your society is giving you so much, your country is giving you so much, and you are still like putting all this into alcohol. So I don't think that it's
Yeah.
an.
No. Yeah. I agree
Also,
with
what
you. But
about the like weed and MDMA and all those higher drugs? Would you agree that we should allow that if it is also as a head of state?
look,
What regulations will you make for to like restrict it to some level? Like you said, ki, there is some limit we should consume. So like you are the head of the state, you are the CM of the your state or PM of the country. What
Vishwas, try to restrict your answer to short as possible because at the time of Sapna, she just asked
you are
one question.
saying,
I think
see,
she should continue.
you are saying that it will lead to chaos in a family, domestic violence. I agree with this. Okay, so I'm not saying these kind of things should be promoted. But what if the person is drinking alcohol inside the room with certain certain limit, and he's not creating any kind of chaos, no domestic violence. He's just eating. He's just drinking for for just to fun, little bit alcohol, nothing else. Okay, and that much certain amount of alcohol is not injurious to your health. It can work like medicine for your body. Like we have in army, when the in army also you will see there are alcohol is not mandatory, but yeah, in certain condition its consumption is mandatory for them. So can you say still alcohol should be banned? Because in army, if we say they drink alcohol, but they are not creating any chaos, they are not promoting alcohol, they are not promoting any kind of domestic violence there. So
Okay. Sapna, I guess because we have to end the topic also, this is not a time of cross questioning. It cannot continue like this forever. So just wind up your topic and then we can move on.
yeah, so I said that it shouldn't be banned. Like if
And
it
you are
is,
saying
if
that
you are saying it,
banning it will be access against the human liberty. That is your point.
yeah, it is against the human liberty. But I am not saying ki excess alcohol, like there should be limit. I said this thing. And if you are saying it should be banned, so it means it should be banned for everyone, for those also who are in army where it is necessary. So no, I think it shouldn't be banned.
Okay. We got your point, Sapna. You are saying that it should not be banned. And just one more question: are you an army product?
No, I'm not from that background, but I just
Anyone from your family is at army?
no one.
Okay, you are
Yeah,
just
I
having
have
some friends.
yeah, I have friends, so they used to tell all these things when they used to tell all these things to me. At certain point, it becomes necessary for us to take, because in when you are in glaciers also, so you need consumption of that.
Okay. Now we will move on to Tushar. Tushar, would you like to add something more, or we can go to Kane?
Well, seeing the um, positive and negative feedbacks by that alcohol. You know that India currently poses the highest number of people. Means it has far crossed China. Well, uh, well, in in economical manner. If 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 the alcohol gets totally banned, and the people want that alcohol, so people want that alcohol by any means. So in negative way, the people will try to buying or start making it for their passive income also. So I don't have so means the maximum topics were already covered by Vishwas and Sapna and Sen. So there is nothing much to speak.
All right, Tushar. One person we have forgot to ask his opinion. That is our host, Akshay. I'm sorry, but we did not ask you to express your opinion.
After
Okay.
after so long, I got a chance to speak. It was
Sorry,
a very long
it
time
was
I've
my fault.
waited.
It was my fault that I just thought that we both of us are hosts, so I should allow our guests to speak, and it was my fault. Over to you. You can have all the time you want to speak. Over
Okay,
to
okay,
you. Okay.
okay. Actually, I think that banning of alcohol is like we can't completely ban it, because if you see, if you ban the alcohol, then like Tushar said, the people will start buying alcohol in illegal manner, and that would be really bad for us. And the second thing Sapna told earlier, that if we could do something like if people, uh, we can track the people how much they drink. So I think the solution is that, but it is very costly. We can like in every alcohol bottle, we can add some type of tracker or a mechanism that keep the record that how much the person is consuming the alcohol, and that is the best option, I think. But the method is very costly, and I think don't think that. But in near future, it can happen also. So
All right.
from my side, my conclusion is that we can't ban it alcohol, because alcohol is has own uses also, because it is used in like Vishwa said, we can use it in medical purposes, and many of the medicines like for example, we take the cough syrup. The cough syrup contains a small amount of alcohol to cure. Then I don't think that we can ban it. And if we ban it, then many bad things may also happen. Like people will start making it, like Tushar said, and it could be sold in illegal manner also. Like the drug, like the cocaine and all, it is sold in illegal manner. Like that way, also the alcohol could sell. So we can't ban it completely. That's my final conclusion.
All right. Thank you everyone for sharing your opinion. We are coming towards the end of the discussion. We are just closing up. We would like to say all of our guests to wind up their opinion in just 2 or 3 sentences, and then we are good to close the topic for tonight. Tain, starting with you once again, just us your closing statement in 2 or 3 sentences. Over to you, Tain. Tain, you there?
Since he is not audible to us.
I'm here.
Yeah, as I said,
Can
give
you
us
hear me
your
now?
concluding statement in 2 or 3 sentences so that we can move towards winding up the topic. Yeah, the closing
Okay.
statement.
So in a phrase or a paragraph.
2 or 3 sentences.
Okay. So my conclusion is that we should not ban alcohol because it has many other uses, and also it creates employment, and like Akshay said, illegal activity might happen, and also it's a source of income. So that's all from my side.
Right. Thank you. Over to you, Vishwas.
I think it should be banned, but it should be prescription based. Like as Sapna said, in army, it is necessary. In cold conditions, it might be needed. So I think that's my conclusion.
All right. Over to you, Sapna.
Yeah, so as per my opinion, alcohol shouldn't be banned completely. There should be some regulation to check the amount or to check the level, how
To check
much
the
the
amount of
person.
consumption one individual is taking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Over to you, Tushar.
Well, I don't think that alcohol should be banned. It will be a world economy downfall. So I don't think alcohol should be banned.
Right. Over to you, Akshay.
Yeah, as I said earlier only that we can't ban it completely, and if we ban it, then it could be in the it could be sale in a illegal manner also. So my final words are we can't ban it.
Okay. All right. So we have heard opinions from both sides of the topic. Hope we all learned a little bit from others' opinion. Okay. Thank you once again, all the guests, and particularly our international guest, Satain from Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye and good
Okay,
night.
thank you.